Portland City Commissioners heard public testimony over a potential settlement with a fired Portland police officer. Sergeant Greg Lewis is accused of making inflammatory racial remarks about African Americans, but he could soon receive $100,000 in back pay.
Now let's get to Fox 12's Kelsey Watts. She's live with us here in studio tonight with the update on this. Kelsey?
Well, Liz and Pete, as we reported yesterday, the mayor's office is not happy with this situation, and neither are city commissioners. In fact, nobody in council chambers today said they want to pay this officer, but legally they have no choice. And now we're getting a better idea of what he's actually accused of saying. Part of Sergeant Greg Lewis's overall discipline letter provided to Fox 12 by Mayor Ted Wheeler's office. It says during a roll call in 2017, an officer mentioned a newspaper article on the deadly shooting of Quannas Hayes by Portland police officer Andrew Hurst and was dismayed over the comments section where someone wrote, "PPB kills black people, but only injures white people." According to the document, that's when an officer heard Sergeant Lewis say, "Well, let's just go out and kill all the black people." Other officers reported Lewis, who was ultimately fired, but the police union filed a grievance and moved for arbitration. As the case stands now, the city has two choices. If they settle with Sergeant Lewis, he'd get $100,000 in back pay, and his termination would be wiped off the record in place of a suspension. But he would never be able to work for Portland Police or any other city bureau ever again. If the city does go to arbitration, they'd likely still have to pay Lewis, possibly even more, and he could get his job back. The mayor and city commissioners say they're frustrated they have no other choice.
I am willing to take the heat and pay that settlement to get rid of him because he is not up to the standard that I have for the Portland Police Bureau.
I feel physically ill about supporting this settlement.
None of us are happy with this outcome.
Quannas Hayes' grandmother also testified in city council, expressing her frustration.
I'm ashamed of the city council. You let all your black citizens down.
Nobody's happy with this decision that we have to make, but this is the only way we can ensure that this individual never works for the city again.
The settlement isn't official just yet. Commissioners will vote on it next Wednesday. And there seemed to be a common feeling today. They want to get rid of mandatory arbitration altogether so that the mayor and the police chief have the final say over whether an officer stays or goes, rather than giving that power to a third party. But that is something they'll have to take up with the police union. Reporting live in studio, Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.